Now, your Storm Tracker team forecast with Chief Meteorologist Sam Parrish.
Welcome back, everyone. Another hot, steamy day across the area with those thunderstorms earlier today have now moved off to the west. You can see on our tower cam them off in the distance. Right now in Baton Rouge, we are sitting at 85 degrees, which is a little bit cooler than we had yesterday, but the dew point's 72, so it makes it feel like it's 91 out there. Currently, the winds are calm. Here's a look at our exclusive live Viper. Let's show a little bit closer in view of these storms over in Tangipahoa and Washington Parish. You can see some storms around Tangipahoa and also down towards Osceola, and these extend over towards Plainview and over towards Bogalusa with quite a bit of lightning activity in and around that region around the Pearl River. Also, we have a little bit of a shower down to the south, north and east of Houma between there and Raceland, but that's about it. We're going to see more thunderstorms as we go into the weekend, but we're also going to see lots of warm air as well. In fact, right now we're looking at temperatures in the 90s pretty much everywhere with a few 80s thrown in too. Here's a look at the last 24 hours on the rainfall amounts, almost an inch in Gross Tate, around half an inch in Henderson. Most places not receiving very much, but here and there we are starting to see some of those rain showers accumulating quite a bit. And between now and Monday, we're going to see an additional maybe half to 3/4 of an inch with some of those heavier showers and storms. But one thing is for sure, the heat's going to be around for everyone. Right now, we're seeing readings in the 70s and 80s, so that's just a tad cooler than what we saw yesterday. But when you factor in the dew point, it feels still pretty warm. 100 in Hammond right now, 101 in Laplace, 97 in Gonzales as well as Denham Springs, so a pretty toasty evening still. And as we go through the next couple of days, you can see that the heat index values tomorrow are going to be again in the 90s and mid-90s for the most part. And then as we go into Sunday, once again, lots of heat and humidity. In fact, here's a look at the precipitable water values. Look at all the moisture that's expected to be in the atmosphere tomorrow, mainly along the coastline. That's where the best chance of showers and storms will be tomorrow. But as we go into Sunday, look at the spread of the moisture across our region, especially up to the north. So we're going to keep those showers and storms going, like I said, right on through the weekend. In fact, we're going to be watching that area down in the Gulf of Mexico to make sure that that doesn't get out of control. Be sure to check in with Taylor Hunt over the weekend to get the latest information on that system. But nevertheless, this heat dome is starting to weaken, and that's good news. It's now moving off towards the west, and that's opening up the opportunity for some tropical moisture to come in from the east. And like I said, we're going to be watching that other area of disturbance down in the Gulf. That may make its way north and come ashore in northern Mexico and southern Texas, and some of that moisture may work its way up into our area, increasing our chances of showers and storms. Here's the forecast for tomorrow. You can see scattered thunderstorms still expected across our area as we go into tomorrow, and again, that's going to continue right on into Sunday with warm temperatures in the 90s all the way through the next 7 days, including the 4th of July with a 40% chance of storms and a high of 93. All right, stay with us. We have more coming up in just a little bit. Let's go back to the news desk with Christina and Andrew.